Donald Trump, last week, launched officially his fight with Taylor Swift when he tweeted out last Sunday, "I hate Taylor Swift." And it was a move that, by the way, his base did not like. They told him, "Please do not pick this fight. It is a fight you will not win." So Donald Trump sat for a couple days after that and said, okay, if I can't win a fight against Taylor Swift, what other powerful woman in the United States could I attack that I think I could totally win a fight with? Because Donald Trump only likes to fight women because, in his mind, he believes they are truly inferior to him. So he sat for a couple days thinking about who he could go after, and then, Friday evening, he got it. Donald Trump on Friday evening, and throughout the weekend, both on Truth Social and during a rally in North Carolina, has now picked a fight with Oprah Winfrey. I mean, we talk all the time, because Donald Trump has made it a thing we have to talk about, Taylor Swift and her impact and her influence and her base and how powerful she is, like just in general as a person. And I gotta say, if you want to talk about like one person who might be more powerful than Taylor Swift, it's Oprah Winfrey. So to go from, I'm going to pick on this powerful person and try to win and then get your butt kicked, to then go to Oprah Winfrey, like, that's out of the frying pan into the fire, bud. That's about the dumbest move you could make. But it's a move he made nonetheless. He started off, and before I read his quote, like, I've got to give you the context here, right? Kamala Harris, Vice President Harris, actually sat down for an interview with Oprah Winfrey a couple days ago. Pissed Donald Trump off because Harris is talking to powerful, influential, and popular people while he's stuck with Kid Rock and Dean Cain. So Trump got mad about it, got on Truth Social, and wrote this. A long time ago, Oprah Winfrey asked me to do her last network television show. The final week of her show was a big deal, and it was my honor with my family to do it. Now, he continues, but I'm going to have to go ahead and throw out a fact check here. That didn't actually happen. In fact, Donald Trump went on her national network show, he did, 3 months before it ended. He wasn't on the last show. He wasn't even on the last week. He wasn't even on the last month. He was on 3 months before her show ended. So she had a full 3 months of other people on her show before she officially ended it. So right out of the gate, he's just telling a lie that is verifiably not true. And then he continues. When I watched her interview yesterday with a woman who is destroying, through her complete and total incompetence, America, I couldn't help but think that this isn't the real Oprah. This isn't a person that wants millions of people from prisons and mental institutions and terrorists, drug dealers, and human traffickers from all over the world pouring into our country. Kamala looked really foolish, couldn't answer the simplest of questions on inflation, the cost of goods, or our very porous and dangerous border. No leader there. And Oprah just wanted to crawl under a table. Comrade Kamala Harris is mentally unfit to be president. She knows it, and so does everyone else. That's not true. Harris actually did answer the questions. She had plans. Trump is the one that does not have plans. Trump is the one who is mentally unfit to be president of the United States, and he knows that he is getting attacked as being mentally unfit. So as per usual, he tries to flip it and say, no, she's mentally unfit. See, everything you say about me, I'm just going to turn it around and say it about the other person, because nobody will notice because you're all morons and I am a stable genius. No, we all caught it. Like, we all understand exactly what you're doing. And furthermore, we understand exactly what you're doing. It's not a coincidence that Donald Trump loves to go after Taylor Swift, or that he loves to attack Kamala Harris as incompetent, low IQ, comrade, or that he's going after Oprah. Donald Trump is afraid of powerful women. He's afraid of Fani Willis. He has gone after her with more vigor than he has Jack Smith. He's afraid of Judge Tanya Chutkan. He has gone after her repeatedly. That's not to say he only goes after women, but he does save most of his hate to go towards powerful women or women that have any influence whatsoever. And if you want further proof of it, I've got it. Because Oprah Winfrey and Kamala Harris and Taylor Swift were not the only women that Donald Trump attacked over the weekend. He also went after journalist Stephanie Ruhle from MSNBC. Ruhle appeared on Bill Maher's HBO program on Friday evening, which, once again, set Donald Trump off because Ruhle and Bill Maher were trying to convince New York Times' Bret Stephens to vote for Kamala Harris. Stephens already said he wasn't going to vote for Trump. They were just trying to push him further to get him to support Harris. So here is what Donald Trump said about Stephanie Ruhle. The ratings challenged Bill Maher on his increasingly boring show on HBO is really having a hard time coping with Trump derangement syndrome. He is a befuddled mess, sloppy and tired, and every conversation with B and C list guests seems to start with or revert back to me. This week, he had dumb as a rock bimbo Stephanie Ruhle from MSDNC on the show, along with a Trump-hating loser, Bret Stephens, who seemed totally confused and unsure of himself, much like Maher himself. Stephens should find himself another line of work because I am driving the failing New York Times absolutely crazy, and it is very hard, perhaps impossible, for a writer to write well of me without suffering the wrath of the degenerate editors who, with a push from the top, have gone insane. They apologized to their readers in 2016 for their complete and total miss, and they'll do it again in November. The failing New York Times is a badly run newspaper that has totally lost its way. Put it to sleep! So, okay, he didn't just attack Stephanie Ruhle, obviously, but the attacks against her were the harshest. Bill Maher, you're boring, you got nothing to say. Bret Stephens, you're a loser and your paper sucks. Stephanie Ruhle, dumb as a rock, bimbo. Now, would you rather be called boring? Would you rather be called a loser? Or would you rather be called a dumb as a rock bimbo? Clearly, boring or loser would be better than dumb as a rock bimbo. But Donald Trump reserved the sexist attack, the harshest attack, for the woman on the panel. He could have been just as vicious against the other two, but he was not, because Donald Trump believes that women are inferior to him. So whenever they come out against him, that's when he goes totally postal. That's when he goes after them with a vengeance we have never seen. That is why he is such a threat to women across this country, because he doesn't respect you because he believes that you are beneath him. And that, of course, is why women in droves are turning away from him. And let's not forget, this actually came on the same weekend that Donald Trump put his post out there telling women your lives will be wonderful and happy and beautiful if you support me. Like, you spent the week attacking powerful women, and then you tell women basically you're stupid if you don't vote for me. Yes, those are all totally winning messages, Donald. Let's see how that plays out for you in November. Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena. And Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet. So please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.